Hi, welcome to a Roboflow training movie. In this training movie, I will show you how you can create an upload collection. First of all, what is important to mention is that this functionality has been added to Roboflow, and before you can use it, you must make sure that you have the current version. So you can go to your version information, and you have to make sure that this is present in your version. If this is present in your log, then you have the correct Roboflow version to use this functionality. Basically it boils down to something very simple. The workflow runs, finds a number of records, and for each of the records it finds, it will create an upload collection. So let me first just simply run the workflow and see what the result is. Start. And if I do a show log, what has it done? It has found a record to process based on a criteria set by the workflow. In this case, it's a hot collection workflow. This could be a drop folder workflow, could be whatever. And then it creates a new collection with a certain ID and with a certain name, and it emails it to somebody. So if I go and have a look in my mail, and these are examples of previous so if I just get a refresh, then here is the incoming mail, and there it is. So here I have from Roboflow an incoming mail. And if my computer wants to be a little bit faster, or my internet, there is the mail. So you have mail text, which you control completely from Roboflow, and then you have a clickable link, which also you control completely. This is dynamically created by Roboflow, and so when the user clicks on this link in his mail, it opens in the standard environment of portals. And the user can either click here or click here to upload some files. So I can select this file, I can say open, and it will first upload the file, and then it's cataloging the file. It's always a two-step process. So the first scroll bar that you see, or the first process bar that you see, is the upload to the server, and then it is cataloging the file into the predefined catalog for uploading files. In this case, asset delivery catalog. So how is this configured in Roboflow? Well, I created a workflow that has a couple of parameters. So basically the instruction that we will be using is save collection from catalog, which exists or existed before. It has a couple of options, a normal one, a basket, or an upload basket. Well, we're using the upload basket, and I'm specifying some additional parameters. This is a pretty technical way of setting these parameters. So to simplify the workflow, I've added them as parameters of the workflow. So you can see, you can set the user who will be the manager, whose catalog it will collection it will be, but it's optional. You have to set to whom you are going to send this, otherwise you cannot have a collection sent to somebody. You can set the asset handling set, you can set the permission template, you can set a password to protect it with a password. So this is what this instruction does, and then it returns a unique ID, a GUID, a UID, and this has curly brackets surrounding it. And because we don't want the curly brackets in the link, we replace the curly brackets by its URL representative. So that's what these two instructions do. And then finally, I'm sending out the email. And notice that I don't have any fixed text here. All this information I added to the workflow. So the basic idea is I have some starting point, in this case a query, and for each of the items that I find, I will create an upload collection. What is a potential example? Well, maybe when you have incoming files, you want a certain procedure like cropping or color correction to be performed on it, and this is done by an external person. So you can notify this person saying, oh, hey, please crop this image and upload the result, or something like that. Then the parts that I added is the mail to whom am I going to send this. This is fixed, but I could be picking up a record field value from the catalog. Each file could have a different email configured to whom it has to be sent, or this could be another logic that it picks up some kind of other field and says, okay, it's from this department, so that department, meaning it's going to somebody else, or to that person. That's all up to you to configure in Roboflow. This is just a fixed example. You can also set the sender who is going to own this collection, who is going to have here when he or she logs into sorry, 1 second, who logs into the system. So if I'm saying that I'm Peter, who is going to be able to see these collections and what have been uploaded. So you can see I've done a couple of tests, and so if I go into that example, you can see this was a file I uploaded a couple of minutes ago. So that's how you can make sure that somebody who is, if you don't set the sender, then it will be the Roboflow user, and whoever you have configured to run Roboflow will then be the manager, the controller of this collection. You could set an asset handling set, a permission template. Collection name is what is appearing at the top of the screen. So if you look at your collection here, upload collection with a date timestamp, well, that is created, that is created by this particular functionality and by this upload collection hash date time. But you could also say, okay, I'm adding the record name, the file name, so the user knows what record to go and pick up. So that could be an option. Here in that case you would do in something like record colon, and then you could say $T record field, and then you could say hot from the hot collection, the current collection, and I could say I'm going to output the record name there, and here record field. So that way you could add to the title of the collection the name of the record for which this upload collection was created. Very important is the base URL for your portals. So you need to specify, in my case I'm working locally, so I have localhost, but this needs to be the internet name of your website that is going to open portals, and you have to append it with the name of your portals instance. Very often that is portals, could be root, then you can skip this part. And then what is mandatory is that you add this upload collection and then this tag, because this tag is what I use in my example here. So that's how you concatenate, how you add this new collection ID to the URL. And then you can set a title. Again, in the mail title, I could just as well also say that I want to add this upload collection for record, and then I can do this, and then it would contain that information in my mail. And then the email body is HTML. So I'm putting a piece of HTML and saying hi, then 2 character returns. Please find upload collection below. Click in the link, and that should be click on the link. And so you can see how easy it is to change this. Click on the link or copy it to your browser, and then character return, and then I have a reference, a link, an HTML link, an A tag, in which I'm specifying the base URL portals and this guy, which will automatically then calculate the collection ID. And then I'm saying the Cumulus team, I could say thank you, the Cumulus team, whatever. You can make it as fancy as you like. And no, it cannot use mail templates. Roboflow does not use the mail templates because Roboflow has been doing mail much longer than the mail templates exist. So we did a small fine-tuning. So if I run the workflow, I say start. If I do show log, you will see that it has created a new collection ID, this guy, and the email is sent to Peter. And if I go and have a look at my mail, there it is. You see, here it is. And now it says upload collection for record, this guy, and hey, it gives me again the same possibility to click on this link. I'm opening the link and now I'm inside this collection, and you can see that it puts the title that you added and the name of the collection that you added. It puts that here as a title. So pretty straightforward. Make sure you use the right Roboflow version. And if you're using the right Roboflow version, you can use this functionality.